What if the skill that you loved the most started slipping through your fingers? Literally. Could you still crochet if your hands stopped cooperating? And I'm not just asking that question. Today, I'm testing it because I'm curious. I'm stubborn, and apparently I love suffering. Today, I'm going to crochet without feeling my hands. No feedback, no finesse, just yarn and probably a whole lot of creative swearing. For some folks, this might be just another quirky challenge, but for a lot of us, this is real life. Things like arthritis, carpal tunnel, neuropathy, all of these things, and yeah, I'm raising my hands here too, they cause problems with your ability to feel. My fingers go numb from carpal tunnel a lot when I crochet. And arthritis, it locks up my joints. There's like they've signed a non-compete order with my creativity. It really almost prevents me from doing anything. So this video isn't just content. It's a preview. This could be my future. For many of you, it might be your already right now. Things might get a little bit messy, but the message, it's real and it matters. And we're going to talk about it. So let's do it. Here's the plan. My gloves, they're on. At first, I'm going to be with, this is just regular worsted. Wow. This is going to be fun. Regular worsted weight yarn. I can't, in order to feel it slide, I have to really push my hands. Now, these gloves they're heat track gloves. They're kind of fuzzy on top, but there's leather on the underside. They feel really bulky. I don't have a lot of my range of motion. I can bend. This is going to be fun. Anyway, so my plan is to use my tried and true worsted weight yarn, and I'm going to start with, which one is this? I've got a few different hooks, and I'm going to start with the 5mm, and we're going to go up from there and see if it works. Usually I use the ergonomic hooks, so that's what I'm going to work with. The plan is to crochet and hopefully come up with something that doesn't look like it crawled out of the whip bin of shame. I'm going to be talking through while I work, letting you know what's working, what's not, how everything's feeling. It's really just about understanding and trying to prepare myself for something that may happen for real. So let's do this. Let's do it. Okay. Now for today, wow, it's hard to pick up. I'm just trying to do a slip knot. Okay, that's not working. Let's try this. Okay, slip knot made. Not as fast and efficient as what I usually do, but it's okay, right? It's good, right? This is the 5mm hook. So I'm going to start with a chain. I wanted to do like amigurumi, but I think I better just start with something that I can see. Okay, this is not easy. I can't feel the yarn. The tension is odd, probably because of the gloves. And I think that's something that I don't know that that's a good match for what would happen if I actually lost my feeling, because I think it would be the opposite, where right now my tension is really tight because it doesn't flow through the gloves. Whereas I think if it was just me losing, I'm not making sense. If it was just me losing my feeling, I think that, let me see, that my tension would probably be non-existent. But right now I'm doing double. Come on. I can't. There we go. Some of these chains are so tight. We'll try. Third time's a charm, right? There we go. Can't. There we go. Y'all, this is no joke. You know, it's amazing how much we rely on our senses when we do a craft. I know there are many times I have found myself just kind of crocheting mindlessly. Crochet is everything to me. It is something that I do when I'm stressed out. It helps me alleviate my mind. It helps me focus on something other than what I'm going through. And you don't think about your sense of feel or how much you rely on that while you're aimlessly crocheting. I know when my hands go numb, man, come on. When my hands go numb, usually I lost it. I don't want to, okay, come on. Okay, so my first impression, not gonna lie, this is ridiculous. And I'll tell you why. It's ridiculous because some of these chains, because my tension is so all over the place, some of the chains are super freaking tight. I can hardly get into them. Others are not so tight. They're actually rather loose. Like this one is super loose and it's easy to get into, but that also makes it difficult to do the stitch itself. Really, I feel like I'm kind of taking a stab in the dark, I guess you could say. So I'm down to like my last 3 chains, and this is where I'm having a really hard time because I'm glad I can see where they're at, but I can't feel the hook as it's going against. Like I'm stabbing. I can't feel the hook go through the stitch or the chain rather. Okay, there we go. So that's my first row. And I don't know if you can see, my tension is literally all over the place. Some of them are tight. Some of them are bulged up. Fine. We are fine. It's fine. I'm wondering, you know what? Let me try to see if another type of yarn will work better. I have this, don't know what kind it is. I don't know the name of it. It's like a bulky type of yarn. It's kind of fuzzy. Let me see if I can find that's a 6.5. So let me see if this works better. I don't even know how to hold it. This actually is, even though it's a bigger yarn, it's a bulkier yarn. It's harder for me to feel. I can't feel it as much through the gloves as the worsted weight, which is to me very freaking odd. Let's just swap in. Now this is crazy. Okay. The stitches themselves seem to be easier. The hook seems to be gliding through. I don't know whether it's just because of the yarn and the hook or if it's because I'm getting better at using gloves. Oh my gosh. Or what? I don't know. I'll tell you though, it does seem to be going through the stitches better than the worsted weight did. If I lost my feeling, I might need to see my thumb. Okay, so I'm having to hold on to it so tightly because I can't like feel. I find myself like squeezing tight and now my thumb is going numb. So not only can I not feel because I've got the gloves on, but my thumb's going numb too. And that's not freaking cool, yo. That's not cool. Okay, so this is my double crochet row on that one. All right, so normally I feel the loops. Normally I can feel the hook as it's going through. I didn't realize, y'all, I did not realize how much I rely on my sense of touch while I'm crocheting. Trying to keep control of the tension when you can't feel it is so difficult. I've got to figure out a way to I don't know if I couldn't, okay, when I crochet, and everybody holds their yarn differently, I always wrap it like this, okay, when I'm crocheting. And this is how I have always done it. I'll go, wow, it feels good to feel the yarn. And I go like this. When I go through, through the hook, I can feel through the stitch. I can feel the hook on my finger and know that I've gotten it where I want it. With gloves on, I can't. Now, for me, I mostly go numb in this hand. My arthritis is mostly in this hand, sometimes in my left hand, but the chunky yarn helps. In this particular experiment, the chunky yarn was easier for me to work with, even though I couldn't feel. I guess maybe the rest of it was muscle memory. I don't know. I know that it was nice being able to see, since I couldn't feel, being able to see where to put the stitches, but I couldn't really feel the hook or the yarn well enough to, I don't know, feel confident in it. I'm going to have to continue to practice. I'm also going to, I don't know, maybe if there's other tools, other adaptations. You know, the thing is, and it's not funny. I know I try to make jokes, and it's not funny though. There are people in this community that live with this every single time that they crochet. And if that's you, I definitely want to hear from you. Some of the things as I was researching for this video, I found peripheral neuropathy, sometimes stroke recovery, MS is another one. Raynaud's, obviously, carpal tunnel, arthritis. So this isn't a theoretical exercise. It's a reality for a whole lot of makers. It's one that I understand because my fingers go numb. Other days, they just don't do what I tell them to do. Like a teenager, right? They just do whatever they want. So this preparation, I guess, because crochet is such a deeply ingrained part of my life, I want to make plans so that if something happens and I'm not able to feel, I want to be able to adapt and make the changes that I need to take part in this craft that I love so very much. So I do want to hear from you. If you are suffering from any of these things, if you have issues with your hands that cause you to not be able to feel or not be able to move, the chances are you've had to adapt the way that you crochet to work with those physical limitations. Please drop it in the comments. Let's talk about it as a community, because I think it's something that so many people deal with. Maybe not everybody, but everybody has the potential to have it happen. So let's talk about it. What tools or techniques have you employed in order to continue doing this craft? What mindset shifts have helped you keep going? Let's share the real stuff, not just, I know every Sunday I share projects that we've all completed. I don't want the picture perfect product. I want the real, right? Because that's how we grow. And as a community, we can grow together. Was this activity fun? No, it was not. Was it worth it? Absolutely. 100% worth it. Because the truth is, crochet is not about perfection. It's about connection to the yarn, connection to this beautiful, amazing craft. It's connection to the community. It's connection to the part of your brain that says, wow, I really made this, and that connection, it doesn't just disappear because your body decides that it wants to play hard to get. So if you're working through numbness, pain, fatigue, whatever it is, you're not doing anything wrong. You're doing it your way. And that is not just enough. That's badass. Seriously. So next week, I'm going to take the challenge aspect of the channel even further. The gloves are coming off, quite literally coming off. And I'm going to be crocheting with my non-dominant hand. This ought to be fun. So I'm right-handed. I will be crocheting with my left hand while following a pattern. So this is going to be great. Yeah, opposite hand, full brain scramble, zero mercy, because I obviously like punishment. So I have no idea how it's going to go. But if this week has taught me anything, it's that the hardest projects teach you the most. So hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Give me a virtual high five with that, tickle that like button. And I'm going to see you next week for round 2 of Marty Loses Her Mind with Yarn in Public. See you then. Bye.